Good morning, everybody. June Jumpstart, day 2. We are going to do my sunshine chest and back. We are going to go 30 minutes. We are going to really work on strengthening these muscles that can be problematic, especially your back. And especially as you get older. Reach up, stretch it out. I'm a little sore from yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. So I want you to pretend like you're hugging your stability ball. And up. Hug that stability ball. These are all gentle stretches. Then hug to one side. Hug to the other side. What do you need to remember about these exercises? Open up, stretch that chest. Is that your core is the center of your power, okay? You've got to keep it engaged, super tight, super firm, because that's what's going to keep your form good, help you keep your balance, and keep you from getting injured. We don't do bad form here. And if you're unsure or you're new, I don't even want you to use weights. Like that's just seriously what we're looking at. Okay, so if you have a bench for this first chest exercise, I'm also going to weave in abs, not as much as yesterday. So if you have a bench, great. If you don't have a bench, who cares? It like seriously does not matter whatsoever. You can use your ball as well, so you can do that. If you're going to be inclined on the side of your ball, this is your position. I'm going to use the bench because I also want to kind of turn this into an ab exercise. Okay? So we are going to do a press, and because we're doing a press, presses you can go heavier with than you can like a fly, let's say. Okay? So 1 minute on the clock. So you lean back on your bench or on your stability ball, and I'm going to have my knees up to really increase the challenge of my abs. So when you go up above your chest, not above your face. So I'm using 15 pounds again. You can go heavier with a press. Everything is staying centered, which means you can go heavier, you can really challenge yourself. If you need a break, take it 3 to 4 seconds. If your form is getting a little bad, please drop down in weights or drop the weights completely. 10 more seconds. Keep those abs tight. We can do it. 3, 2, 1, done. Woo! Most women don't work their chest. They're like, why do I need to work my chest? I'm not a guy. I'm not looking to like have bigger pecs. I can tell you that since I've been working my chest, obviously once you've had kids and all that stuff, you can't change the shape. It's not going to lift your boobs back to where they used to be. It does change the shape of them, and especially if you've noticed they've deflated after you've had kids, it can increase and make them look a little bigger. For what it's worth. Okay, the next one, single, okay, let's move the bench or the ball, get it out of the way. So this next one, it's time to work back, okay? So we are going to do single leg, and we're going to do a fly, and then you're also going to lift. So you're going to really be working sort of that upper back, which is challenging. So you do not want to go heavy with this. I'm going to go with 5s, and I feel good about that. So 45 seconds on each leg. So you lift up. Ooh, gotta keep that core tight, or there's no way you're gonna keep like me. So you squeeze up as far as you can, you lift up. Do not release those core muscles. If you do, you will know it right away. Now, if you absolutely cannot keep your balance, you can do both feet. Okay, switch legs. I like the added core challenge. Feel like that's an area that just constantly needs work. As you get older, with all the hormonal changes, it's like things just change and you got to adapt to it and you got to fight against it. If you try to do what you've always done, it's most likely not going to work. So that's why I have so many friends coming to me who did other things, yoga, Pilates, running, and they're like, I need to start doing your workouts. I'm like, you do. It's just the fact of life. Have some water. I just ran with my friend Blair, and ooh, it is humid. Humid, humid. Okay, so now we're gonna do abs, ball. So the thing I love about the ball is it's really simple to get an effective ab workout or ab strengthening done on this piece of equipment. It's just the best, okay? So this is what we're doing, this part of our movement. So I want you to really focus, really squeeze. You're not going all the way down. You're kind of in the meatiest part of the movement. If you put your feet together, the challenge increases. So your head's not back, so you shouldn't need your hands back there for neck support. Oh. 10 seconds, come on. Really squeeze, come on. 3, 2, 1, and my goodness. Okay. Have some more water. I'm so thirsty. So thirsty. Okay. So we are going to do pullovers. Again, you can do them on a bench or you can do them on the ball. What is a pullover? I want you in this position. You're going to have a single weight and you're just going to squeeze up and over. It is working upper back into your chest and your abs. It's a freaking great exercise. So you don't want to go too crazy heavy, but because you're only holding one weight, that's what you need to be cognizant of. So I'm actually not sure what weight I'm going to go with, so I'm going to grab a 15, see how it goes. It might be too heavy, and if it is, who cares? I will drop down. But the goal is honestly just try, because you don't know. Oftentimes what women do, they go for the 3 pound, they go for the 5 pound. They don't even try because they just assume like, oh, I'm a woman, I should do lighter weights, or I can't do those, that's too heavy, I haven't worked out in a long time. The majority of women who, they might not actually work out, but they do a lot. And if you do a lot, you're going to sort of naturally have some strength that a sedentary person wouldn't. So just give it a try and protect yourself. Remember to keep those core muscles engaged, okay? So over your head and squeeze up. Oh, this is heavy. Drive those hips up to the ceiling. So you're also going to work your triceps. Up and over. And as you lower, oh, it's just not quite as much work as getting it back up, but the slow lowering increases the challenge. Oh, this is so good. How does your weight feel? Mine is very challenging, but my form is good, so I'm going to keep it. It's like I can feel so much working. Literally, this is almost like a total body exercise. My lower body is on fire, trying to keep me stable on the ball. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh my gosh. That was so good. And you know what? You feel that in your lower back, your abs, your buns, your quads, your chest, your triceps. Crazy. All right, I forgot to check in and make sure that my thing is going okay. Because sometimes every once in a blue moon, it just doesn't work. Okay, I'm guessing this is Joanne. Joanne, you're the best. All right, what is next? Stand with heavy dumbbells. Oh yeah, this is a great hinge exercise. Again, we're going to be using a little bit heavier weights, and this is a back exercise that I absolutely love. So you're going to take heavier weights. If you don't have heavier weights, you could take maybe an 8 and a 5. As long as you can have a good, solid, safe handle on them, you can combine those weights to create something heavier. So you're going to put the weights on your shoulders, your feet are shoulder width apart, and you're going to hinge over, and you're going to stand back up. So obviously you feel in this part of the movement why you need those weights to be heavy, to really have to work all those back muscles to help you stand safely up. So, I'm gonna try 20s. I have absolutely no idea. They might be too heavy. I don't know. I'm gonna try them. And so we'll kind of take our time with this one and get a handle on what the right weight is for us. How does that sound? All right. So I'm going with the 20s. These are not very comfortable weights because they're like square. Yeah, these are too, like, it's not the weight of them, it's the fact that they're square. It's so freaking uncomfortable. So I'm grabbing my 17 and a half instead. Okay, so get them up there. Make sure they are firm. Hinge over, squeeze up. How do your weights feel? I have a little bend in my legs. I'm not super flexible, but I'm trying to keep them as straight as possible. Keeping my core muscles straight, back flat. So this is our position. Woo! So the 17 and a halves are good. I feel like I probably could have done the 20s, but not those 20s. Sorry, I just have, my bicep is like sore from yesterday and cramping. Oh. Keep everything tight. Oh, we can do it. 3, 2, 1, done. Good work. Oh. Who else is sore from Guns for Girls? Open up. That felt very good. Let me know what weight you used. Okay, now abs. favorite exercises of all time is when you fight to keep the small of your back on the ground, dug into the ground, okay? So your feet are going to be, your legs are bent, you lower, 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 fight to keep the small of your back on the ground, and when you can't and it starts to lift up, that's when you go the other side. This is a phenomenal ab exercise, absolutely phenomenal. Fight, 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 go lower than you think you can go. And drill that belly button into the floor. Come on. Guys, we gotta push ourselves. That is the only way you accomplish what you want. So many people just drift through life, and I get it, because sometimes life is just freaking hard. But you feel so much more up for taking on the difficult things when you're physically strong, because when you're physically strong, you're more emotionally strong, which means you're more mentally strong. It is all so intertwined. It's crazy. I did not realize that until I was in my late 40s. 3, 2, 1, and done. We're just gonna take a second to breathe, and you can stretch those abs out. All right, y'all. What is next? Oh, I'm actually really excited about this. So if you have a bench, do the bench. If you don't have a bench, do this on the floor. I do not want you on a ball. For this, we're gonna do a single arm chest press. So it means we're gonna be laying down and we're just pressing up with one arm. It is going to be different, feel different, affect you differently. You, as always, have to keep those abs totally engaged, but even more than usual, okay? Because you're going to be off balance, so you need them to hold you in place. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to try a 12. I don't know. Because again, we're going to be off balance, so I'm going to do 10, 12, and 8. Or I should say 12, 10, and 8. Okay, so this is the motion. You're going to be on the bench. Okay, you're going to have that one arm. You can put it wherever you want. You can let it hang down, you can put it here, you can put it here, and you're going to press up. Again, press up above your chest, not above your face. This is going to challenge you very differently than a regular chest press, so just pay attention. It can probably help to just close your eyes and really like picture that right chest muscle working and picture it in your mind's eye, and it can help. And you know what? I'm kind of feeling like I'm going to try a 15, because why not? I'm going to practice what I preach. So now I have 15, 12, 10, and 8. Okay, so I have that other hand on my hip, and I'm pressing. So yeah, your abs, I'm glad I went with the heavier weight, because again, it's a press, so you can go heavier. So really picture that side of your chest working. Picture what's going on. You will notice how those abs are having to really work extra, extra hard to keep your body stable and not let it kind of wobble to one side where the weight is. I want to go for a minute on each side. I hope you guys are okay with that. Oh, my form is good. This weight is getting very heavy. 3, 2, 1, and done. Switch arms. So if you drop down on that side, please start with the original weight that you started with before you dropped down. Whew, this is a whole a challenge, and I love it. And yes, I'm so glad that I picked the 15. I didn't know that I could. Single-sided exercises are very different. Make sure your form stays good. Drop down if it's getting wonky. We can do it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Oh my gosh. See, you surprise yourself sometimes. Just when you think you know what your body's capable of, it goes and shakes things up on you. How are you feeling? Okay, we're going to keep this bench out. Again, if you don't have a bench, you can feel free to do it on the ground. You don't want to do these on your ball. Okay, so I've got my 15 and I've got my 12, so we're going to work our back now. So you're going to be kneeling. Again, you can do this on the ground. The good thing about being on a bench is you can kind of be down here, so you get a little bit bigger range of motion. Back is flat, abs are tight, and you squeeze your back, okay? I really enjoy these chest and back workouts, and I've actually gotten really good feedback from y'all on them too, which always makes me feel good. I mean, literally, I've had women like, I've never done a chest and back workout in my whole life. So, I'm here for you, I got you. I think tomorrow we're gonna do buns. That one, I can feel my form getting a little bad. I wasn't able to get that full range of motion that I want. So when we go to switch to the other side now, I want you to get that weight that you started with before you drop down. Keep those abs tight, back flat. That elbow goes straight up. So you don't want the weight by your hip, you want it kind of up by your shoulder. Dropping down. And I don't feel bad at all because I want good form, good range of motion, and when either one of those things gets affected, 5 more seconds, I respond. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Right? More challenging than you think it would be. Okay, have some water. Okay, so move your bench. You need your mat. So one of the things that I really love about working out and it really sort of changing the way that we do these workouts. And sometimes we do active exercises with movement. Sometimes we do balance exercises. Sometimes we do isometric, which means you're keeping your muscles under tension for an increased amount of time. It has a lot to do with your breathing. 3 breaths in through your nose, 3 breaths out through your mouth. So Again, I like mixing it up because that's just what kind of keeps me interested and involved. So one of these isometric exercises are planks. So here, this is your position, your feet are together. Okay, this is a perfect plank. Your core muscles are totally engaged. You're a straight line from your head to your heels. We are gonna open those feet up and we are going to tap our shoulder, opposite shoulder with our hand. You can go fast, you can go slow. You've got to keep breathing. So this is a phenomenal total body exercise, but with the shoulder taps, you're creating increased work for your chest, your back, your arms. I'm creating a little more padding for my hands. 3 seconds, 2, 1, done. Sit back in a child's pose. Just so good, so good. Okay. So, planks are great, you can do them anywhere. If you're on vacation, you're like, I feel like I need to do something, but I don't have a lot of time because I've got all my kids and I'm cooking and making sandwiches and packing the cooler and whatever. Just do planks. Do like 3 sets of planks, each one for 2 minutes, and you will feel great. Okay. Sorry. So, very simple exercise. You know, I love this one. Your hands are underneath your butt. You squeeze up at a count of 1, lower on a count of 5. Do not rock. Do not fling your legs. Be honest about the 5 seconds down. And make sure you breathe. I usually exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Three, 2, 1, and done. Guys, we are kicking ass today. I love it. Okay, so in the spirit of what we did before, we did the single chest press. Now we're going to do single arm flies. We are going to do them on the ground. I have no idea what weight I should use. I have a 10, I have an 8, and I have a 5. So because they're flies, you cannot go as heavy. So I want you to be very careful. Again, your abs. Oh geez, we just ran out of time. That bums me out. Let's just try one and see what we can do. So again, your abs are very important. You open and you close, and open and close. So I could have done the 10s. I don't think I could have done them for the whole time, but you see the difference in the effort that's necessary and sort of where you have to really tighten up to do that in a safe way. So anyway, I had a great time with y'all. We are going to stretch, but I want to put these weights away because you know, once you fall over a weight that's on the ground, you only have to do that once. Okay, let's stretch those legs out for a second. Then reach up tall, hinge to one side, and then to the other. This has just been awesome. Really kind of reach around your shoulders, stretch that back out. Pretend like you're hugging that big stability ball. Open that chest up. Hold on to something static and kind of turn, stretch that chest out. Give yourself some hugs. I hope you liked this workout. I really did. So yeah, tomorrow, buns. Be here, tell your friends, we're having fun. And